send this back to the line, and I should just make them knowledge of those things. Help us want to do their will, Lord. Take care of these issues and answer the questions. Lord, praise you. The wisdom, praise, protection, leadership. Jesus' name. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In regards to the 911 issues that we've been questioning, I printed out one copy. If it's okay with this, Joe, if I give this to you. My little printer I got in my office, I haven't upgraded it yet, and it was running out of ink. This is the audit from June 2022 to June 2023 fiscal year, and I included 3 different TCAs that are applicable. It's pretty self-explanatory, but the gist of it is that the county was receiving, just for 911 services, and the surcharge of $1 and some change is mandated by the Tennessee law. For each individual consumer and purchaser of cell phone service that's provided in your contract to your provider is to be under 786,303, which is the surcharge. They got that fiscal year $375-ish thousand. And additionally, under 786,130, there's the excess surcharge revenue in the amount of $220+ thousand for a total of about $600,000 that they got the year before the last one. So I'm assuming the number, as we stand here now, is probably more exorbitant than that, and there's not really any clarity as to whether the excess is somewhere between 50 and 100%. That's not, I haven't gone through every single bit of what I'm about to give you, but I didn't see anything in there about what they're actually getting. So, to reiterate what I've told y'all a couple times now, Hardin County is not being clear with how much they're getting, where it's going. This is all pretty self-explanatory, so if it's okay with you, you can probably give it to Ms. Pat and everybody else, if you can make a copy of this. The page 10 is where it shows the receipts of what they're getting from the 911 surcharges. But I mean, honestly, it seems to me like the legislative intent is to have that surcharge cover everything. So while we're kind of getting double dipped while paying for the cell phone and then getting these bills and fees for and then being threatened with extortion of like, yeah, we won't take you to the hospital. Yeah, the more they get to it, the more frustrated I am, like you have been. So I'm looking into it. I have not talked with Paige Wally yet, but by next month I hope to have clarity with him and also have one from this past fiscal year and see how much they got last year. But this will be at least a good starting point. Y'all can look at what I got. And also, this is not the appropriate time to say that if there's anybody here who's here because of the water bill, I just want to give my 2 cents. These people, over the course of last year, whether you've been aware of what all they've been doing or not, essentially do in the most conservative way they possibly can do it, almost at gunpoint by the state of Tennessee to raise the water bill. And if they didn't do it, government was going to do it. The government did it. Y'all be hurting a lot worse than where you currently are. There were some people on this board who, rather than wanting to raise the rates that they currently adjusted it to, were so upset by the idea of having to do that to y'all that they were willing to go to Chancery Court in Nashville and be held in contempt. So I will defer to them whenever the appropriate time comes, but I just wanted, as much as I possibly could, commend them for what they've tried to do. And I know y'all probably don't feel that way, but they tried as hard as they possibly could to avoid this. I don't have anything else.
All right, the next is the 911 bill. We want
No, I think he just covered
to
it.
table that.
I think he covered it. He covered it.
No,
Yeah.
you can have to table it again. All right, the next thing is the bids for the air conditioner repair.
Three bids. Should I spell it out?
They don't have copies of the bids.
These bids are for replacement, not repair. Correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go through the totals.
Alright. County line of heating there is for $11,500. That's total replacement.
You said that's called what? County line?
Yeah, county line.
Is that, and that's the one that says Andy Gage?
Andy Gage.
Okay.
And then the next one was Tim Ferguson, here and there, Jackson. Their quote was $9,450 for total replacement. And then the third one is Delta's heating and air. Henson, Tennessee. Their bid was total replacement, adding a return air. All the bids, adding a return air in the sewer that was room right here to increase the flow of air in this big area. So each bid includes that. Of course, Doug's heating theirs, their quote was $15,000. They can have three quotes that we need to deliberate on. Who we should go with.
Do we want to move on that tonight? The bids are only good for 30 days.
Since we don't have a full house on the board, that we ought to table it.
One of those bids won't be any good after the next meeting. One of them's only good
Yeah,
for 30 days.
I believe all these 30 days, they give us 30 days on these bids. So, after 30 days, count, doesn't count. Full sector.
Can we ask what the amounts were? We didn't hear it.
You don't want to tell you? Andy Gage with County Line Heating and Air was $11,500. Tim Ferguson was $94.50. Ducks was $15,000.
No local people would bid,
Did you try Henderson?
Well,
Superior?
Or Superior? Yeah. I didn't think
I only got 3. I called about 5, but they were hooked up so bad they couldn't get to it.
Did you try anybody local? Did you talk with anybody involved local?
I was trying to go outside our local area because of ice. Didn't want to be ice. Okay.
Well, that's what they're used to, is heads I mean. I mean, but they probably give us a better deal than somebody outside the county. I would think they would anyway.
I was going with people I didn't know. Nice. That's just, you know, I know there's hitters who get in there for long, that's the trouble, I'm young one,
I think we should go with it. I mean, we have enough business. Yeah, and Superior.
I can go back to the table and get some more.
Try to do something local.
Anderson, Superior, and Jamal Griffin. I know what you said about them. Those are local.
I know you all personally, if y'all can call me.
We'll get some.
Right, we can first know what they can do.
Well, as a price standard, I guess, say we can do that.
I think we should.
We can do that.
All right, city land is still ongoing, budget.
It has been approved. It was approved, I'm so sorry, I forgot to put that on there. August 13th, I believe, but we got a letter saying it was approved, that they accepted it, it was approved.
TML dues,
Okay, they are, we did pay them last year, and it's $386 for our I'm sorry, yeah, it's $386, last year was $378. So it went up just $12. No. It went up, yeah. $8, yeah, it's an $8 difference.
we'll continue
I make a motion to.
second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed?
The only thing I know that we have on the water department is the new meters are here and, the installation for those should begin either September the 30th or the week of October the 7th.
So I told me,
That's- And if there's anything else, William knows more about than that. It's going to be September the 7th of October.
it's supposed to be done by November 30th. So I was figuring it take a couple of weeks, like the whole, the 5 days meeting, the 2 week, that ain't gonna take, what's gonna take long, like the school, with the 2 weeks meeting and stuff like that. It's gonna take longer to do that. So you'll be seeing people in your yards.
Do that anyway.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We got to accept the house
Small.
resignation. So I need a motion to approve this one.
We got, Pam is giving her resignation as our water administrator. So I make a motion that we accept her resignation.
Second. She made a motion, I'm just gonna second.
I'll say.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Also on that, I'd like to see, and I told William, I'd like to see the new person put under the water superintendent. That position. We can have to work on a constant basis. So I'd like to see that position put under the water superintendent. Now, I'm motion in that effect. Go second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? On our street department, Wayne's not here, fire department, nobody's here, fire department here. All right, well, I guess we're open the floor up for public discussion.
No, that's what we need to talk to people only about too.
It looks like a person running. Yeah, he's moved, he moved.
Yeah.
Why don't want to dispose of it, that's just a fee for disposing of it,
Oh, yeah, like $2 a yard.
that's what I thought. That's what I'm saying, he ain't gonna pay, he's gonna leave it there.
All right, let's go. So, next part, here we go. You know where you went?
As long as my name is my mom.
Where?
What's the guy's name?
I have motion adjourned. There it is. Motion adjourned.
Y'all got anything else for public comment?
Wait a minute.
Mr. Paul?
How many ton units are y'all going to, is it for this building?
It's 5.
5-ton unit? That's all I have.
No,
What
no.
was said about the city land? I mean, we can't hear, I'm sorry.
It's still, I'm still working on that.
He said it's ongoing.
Kurt,
He said it's ongoing.
city land thing, somebody said Phoenix store. I don't think they're gonna be able to build nothing out there on that land, that's all field.
Well, that still in the flood zone, so it's not.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't think they done build anything there anyway. If y'all remember when that highway went there, that field was 7-8 feet down there, that field. And all that field in was rock, probably stumps and logs, broke up concrete and everything else. And dirt.
They'd have to do like the dollar store, where they come in and dig it up, put dirt in there, back in there, like they did, when they put the dollar store in.
I thought the dollar store was just scraping a field.
Yeah, everybody, they just dug it.
Wasn't the dollar store supposed to be there?
Yeah.
It was, because it was in a flood zone, that's when they went down there.
I just know they drilled it and never did put it in there.
Well, regardless if a person buys it, they're responsible for the flood zone issue, not this city. Is that not correct? I mean, I know that, I've got family that bought a store one time that was in the flood zone, they had to accept whatever consequences from it, that's that. Because that's what three-way is up there. Skeeter bought it, Scarlet bought it. It's flood zone, they had to accept the consequences of it.
You have to
Not-
have, you have to have flood insurance.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all up to the
That's
owner.
nothing to the city.
That's nothing to the city, that's right. I don't have any more.
In regards to the water bill increases, is it now thing, or we paying back something, or what's happening?
So right now, it's an ongoing thing,
What's the year from now on?
Once a year.
and there'll be a 4% increase every year on that.
So we got a court order from the state, we had to do a water rate increase. Then I had a company come in and do a study, cost from $500,000, the city had to spend, and they did a rating study, and we have not had an increase since 2016. And every year, Selma increases what we have to pay them by at least 3% every year. So you go over 8 years not having any increase, the town is losing money in the water department. And we have to follow the state order.
So we're gonna do an increase every year?
In July every year, right?
July.
July every year.
July.
What percentage will that
It'll
be?
be
Turn rate
3%. It'll be 3%.
And I mean, but it sounds worse than what it really is, y'all, because I've been dealing with it all day, rewater. It sounds worse than what it is, but it's just like laws of electric, and you have a meter that you never use. You're paying a bill to have electric back, and then you're paying for the electric, it's basically what it's going to land to.
Pretty much we've been paying for a meter, not the water, is that what you're gonna say?
Well, I mean, what you're paying for the service to the meter.
Right, yeah.
And, but you know, like all electric, or any other electric company, they charge you a flat fee.
Right.
It's basically what those, you know, on board, the way I see it, from what I've been looking at it.
We're paying less than $34, that $34
Yeah, that's what $34 is for. You know, I mean, it's kind of like electric, bill. You know.
So what would be, before this happened, what would a water bill be? As far as like, even if someone, just, you had a meter, like say for instance, I've got the place across the road from Ricky and I, that if nobody was living there and I wanted to keep the meter, what would the base rate bill be?
I don't know in the city, because I didn't keep up with all that.
Okay.
But in the city, it was a different price, out of the city, it was a different price.
Now it's gonna cost.
That's one price.
Because I'm thinking the time frame
I
that,
mean, that's, I mean, yeah. And see, like me personally, you know, me being having a business, I was paying more for water than you use. Now it's more fair to me, because it's cheaper. You know.
well, I was thinking that, like I said, really, where Rachel's living, the few months that there was nobody in there and I didn't turn anything off, the water bill really really changed even after she moved back in with 2 other people, 3 people. So, but that, yeah,
But I just
so,
on minimum, though, you know, it's just $34, and it's whatever you use.
There is no minimum.
You know, it's 30, from what I understand, it's right,
Yeah.
it's $34.
It's a base rate.
It's a bank, and that's what I was trying to explain, you know, from what the way I'm seeing it, it's just like electric, you know, you pay a base, you turn it on and off.
Right. So I'm paying $34, so I'll use a drop.
so basically, all I was paying for was $4 and something more of the $34 for Rachel to have.
But you understand,
kids.
you understand what
It's cheaper than digging a well.
Yeah, you can live well around here.
because I mean, usually it takes me about 7 hours to water out, and everybody orders from all the days. That's all this is just like recording and all that. You know, everybody.
Well, I mean, I get it. I do.
Recording all that.
I mean, nobody wants to have to pay more, but I get it, because, but I do, because, I mean, I think it should, if we've been doing a little bit by little bit, it wouldn't have hurt, because my water bill, before this increased one, Rachel's place was $38. So, basically, what I'm saying, I was paying, and there's 2 kids living there, and there's water running all the time, and laundry, so $4 really above the base is all I was paying for water. So, I mean, I get it. I mean, I hate that they had to take a bunch of bull, but that's what happens.
So how will you do it going forward? Will you get the rate from Selmer and then build it into our rate?
In our ordinance we did, it's just 3%.
Every
Every July.
So regardless of what Selmer bills, you're gonna increase our rate 3%.
Every
Based on
July.
our rate study and based on, yes, our water rate increase policy.
From what I
What
understand,
if they go up 2 or 5? You're still gonna stipulate a rate.
still gonna be very fair.
For now.
For now.
For now, yeah. For the next, our water rate increase policy was for 3 years.
3 years.
And it was 3% each year.
The summer, it usually goes up 3.
Usually, yeah. Usually, yeah.
Selmer's is usually doing 3% every year.
So for 3 years, we pretty much know what our water
But
bill
in
is.
Selma's defense, y'all, since I've been back, I got Selma to take over the master meter. Because
What?
the master meter, county line, that was on the city. We had to have it reprogrammed every year, which was $1,000, $500 to $1,000. If it went out and had it replaced, the last one I priced was like $4,500. So I got Selma to take that on as their expense. So they are trying to do something.
Do we check when, I don't know how they bill us, we get a master bill for water every month?
Yes.
Do we check to make sure the number of gallons per that meter?
I check it on the first of every month.
And then do you balance back up after
I
that?
I go off the base, what I go off of is I go off of whatever the bill at. Like when you're ready today, whenever I get a reading from the office, I know what I've read for the first and first. It's 2,300,000 is what we use for the from August the 1st to September 1st.
Okay, so do we get billed for the same amount?
Now they bill different, check on different days. You see, I don't know what day it's all, there's a regular. I don't know when they do it.
So do we know we're paying for, if we get billed for 3 million gallons, do we know we're getting 3 million gallons?
Should be, I mean, it's looking legal.
They're billing what that meter says.
Just like your house.
Sometimes. But see, that remember they took all that over.
But we're checking that.
I check it.
Don't you?
I check it.
If they send us a bill for 4 million gallons and you
before he has quit, and we won't be using the 500,000 the whole month, we know that ain't right.
That's what you need to do.
And I know that ain't right, so I call and tell them, you know, they have to adjust it from there. And that's why they want to take possession of it, that way they're responsible for it.
But there are checks and balances,
I mean,
So-
on my end it is.
so we know what we're paying for is what we're giving. That's the only thing
But you'll never get it on the same.
Because of that, I
If
get
they
that.
read it on the 10th, I read it on the 17th, and I read it on the first and first, it don't matter what it is.
But you're a check to make sure they're not overbilling us or underbilling.
And I try to keep up with it where I know what we're losing water. Like we got a leak, because I've got it down to last month, like 150,000 gallons. Difference in what we read, bill for what the difference.
And it used to be over a million
Sometimes
gallons.
and it still can be, but you know, we have to stay on top of it, you know. Fixing leaks and trying to find stuff, and, you know.
I get it. I think in light of what we're facing, I think what we've come up with was the best deal going. I mean, everybody's option is if you don't like the water bill, you can do your own bill.
And that can be
Or
expensive.
tow it from the artesian well.
And from my standpoint, as superintendent, whatever, if you do dig a well, I just need to know, because it cannot be hooked to the city water. Because we have to dig it up, we have to cap it off, I have to pull the meter, and I'm taking pictures of all this if we can do it. I mean, you know, because I don't want the city to get any trouble, because when it gets back into the water systems, then we've got a problem.
So you're saying we can't dig a well and send it back to the city?
You know what I mean?
I'll shut up.
I just want to say that, because I've been telling people that all the time, you know, all I need to know is when you're doing it, I'll come disconnect the meter, but you got to cap it off from this end, take the pictures, print them, put them in a file, that way there's no question.
Glad to see you, Mark.
All right.
Were you asked to come?
Glad to be here.
You got something to say?
No. Paul's covered it up.
Hey, so as far as this potential small claims issue with these tires, do y'all have this guy's name and where, I know somebody's gonna move to Chester County, y'all know his address now so I can serve him? And do you want to dispose of it first and then give me documentation so that then we can sue him for damages?
You won't ever correct
What?
it. You got it.
All right.
And I'm not taking up for him, but is that on his dad's property, or is that on his property? So, I mean,
I don't even know his name, like,
James, but you understand what I'm asking?
yeah,
How can you sue his dad when it's his son's son?
but it's who
When it's
blames?
his-
Who's, you know, I mean, I'm just asking.
Can somebody help me understand what all going on here? It is.
I would think it'd be based on his property deal.
I think it's his dad's property.
So is his dad still here?
Yes, his daddy lives right beside him in the White House.
That's why I asked you for your big department.
Two sides of it, right here.
Well, they drop the road up there all the time. Yeah, we're not talking house, they're
So we all need to do a knock on the door and say, hey, take care of this mess, or we're gonna take care of it for you and sue you? How do you want me to approach it?
Can you send him a notice saying it's got 9 days for a move, not a minute?
Yeah, I can serve him.
Tell me there's so many ways to get rid of removed.
Yeah. Let's try that now.
Give him 30 days or something.
You can show me which house it is. and I can-
Sure, brother.
So all of it is on the dad's property?
It's all the dad's property.
Okay. Easy enough?
It's all on the dad's.
Okay, thank you.